Dace-Atonians, and welcome to a special Monday night edition of the Dace Man Show. That's right, it's Monday. Don't adjust your radios. You're listening to us here at the Dace Man Show, and joining me tonight, of course, around the corner, running his mouth like usual, Mr. Gibby.
What? How y'all doing?
You sound like you're
Sounds
growing.
like a Tasmanian devil.
And all the way from the UK, Mr. Michael Burhan.
Cue music.
What music?
Yeah, somewhat.
You got to talk first.
Hello?
There it is.
You sound like you're from London.
And joining us in Jersey this week, usually in Iowa and usually somewhere else in North America, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Frank Ward.
Hey, welcome to the Day Show where our opinions are made up and Gibby's opinion doesn't matter.
Hey,
Never matters.
I question it.
And our very special guest tonight, Mr. Mike Payton, is back on the show, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, dear God, if I'm the special guest tonight, then something is horribly wrong.
So, Payton,
just punked everybody.
Put your makeup and hair on.
I'm going to get my pink Ranger suit on. It'll be great. It's cool to be here on the Dace Man Show. I mean, it's a special night. Normally, this is when we have our Raw post show. I'm going to start talking about wrestling because I know how much Gibby loves it. But, yeah, heard we were being preempted by this, and I'm just glad it wasn't the Westminster Dog Show.
Oh, that would have been better. That would have been much better.
Cute little
Gibby
puppy.
belongs in the Westminster Dog Show.
Oh, he does.
So.
Well, he'd be the ugly one. They would always be like, oh, this is the You Try Award. That's what they would give him.
That's a great award.
Yeah.
I get it every year.
Showed up.
Every year, I get that.
Well, with that, let's roll on into sports, ladies and gentlemen.
About sports, you follow sports?
Ow. Was that me or is that a lot louder than normal?
Only in you, because you got new headphones.
Maybe.
Turn down the volume on your headphones. It's a little scroller thing is, my friend.
Oh.
So anyway, we start off the sports news this week with very sad news, and I had heard the story over the weekend at our old-time wrestling event. Adrian Peterson's 2-year-old son has passed away after being attacked, and like literally a month after Adrian Peterson found out he had a son. The first time Adrian Peterson met the boy was at the hospital when he was in critical condition. It's definitely a sad story. Our thoughts go out to Adrian Peterson, and in this tough time, from what I understand, he is doing everything he can to be supportive of the mother and such, and he has never had any contact with the guy who's being investigated for attacking the 2-year-old. So, yeah, that's a bummer note. I don't even know why I started with that.
Ouch.
Yeah. And let's move into Week 6 in football then. Of course, you won't get tonight's game because tonight's game is at 8:40 p.m. and most likely will be in the midst of our awesome interview segment today. But on Thursday, October 10th, the New York Giants went against the Bears, and they lost 27-21.
0-6 Giants. Who would have ever actually thought that was possible?
But then we move on to Sunday, where we see the 6-0 other Manning, right?
Uh-huh.
And I can't see him on my list, so we'll get to him. The Bengals and the Bills squared off first, where the Bengals won 27-24. The Green Bay Packers went over the defending world champions 19-17. The Detroit Lions trumped the Browns 31-17. The Panthers beat the Vikings 35-10. Oh, Frank.
All right, go figure.
Okay.
Hey, you showed up here.
The Rams beat the Texans 38-13. Andy Reid and his Chiefs 24-7 against the Oakland Raiders.
That's fucking crazy. That is literally.
Are they 6-0?
They are 6-0.
Yep.
Bet you guys are upset we got rid of that cheesesteak eating man now, aren't you?
I can't believe it. That's to go into a new team like that and be that dominant in your first season.
It just goes to show it was the team, not the coach.
I don't even know what to say to that.
The Pittsburgh Steelers picked up a win over the New York Jets, 19-6. The Eagles picked up a win over the Buccaneers and possibly caught Mercer with a 31-20 victory. The Gibby, you want to elaborate on the MRSA?
Sure. I think that's kind of crazy, that whole ordeal. I'm actually shocked that a facility like that could actually
contract it.
Yeah, like to the extent that they got it there. Considering how much money football's worth and shit, you think that would be like expect that to be a safeguard from here on out. Let's put it that way.
Right. And they let the guy play. They let one of them play. They caught it. The quarterback got it, right? And I think he was playing. That's what I had heard.
It was definitely a backup quarterback. He actually didn't do bad. He didn't do great, but he didn't do bad.
But the Eagles picked up the win, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they're still tied for first place.
Did the Cowgirls win?
They won against the Redskins 31-16.
So then they are I believe they are first because they're the only one with a division win.
Okay, so then there they go. We did that one. The Broncos, the other Manning, the 6-0 Manning, trumped the Jaguars 35-19. The Seahawks beat the Titans 20-13. Sorry, Mr. Dooley. The Patriots beat the Saints 30-27. 49ers went over the Cardinals 32-20. And the last game, as we spoke to earlier, the Cowboys beat the Redskins 31-16. And we will not be airing the results of the Monday night game because it's Monday night and the game starts towards the end of our show. So it's sorry if you were really hanging on our show for the Chargers Colts score.
I feel sorry for you.
Yeah.
We can maybe give you the first quarter.
Sorry. Sorry to all the San Diego and Indianapolis fans out there. That wraps up the NFL Week 6. Well, most of it, the part that matters. Let's move into the postseason.
The part that matters.
Ouch. Yeah, I know, right? Screw you, Indianapolis and San Diego. Boo, get some. Moving into the MLB postseason, the NLCS and the ALCS are both underway, with both being into their Game 2 in each division series. The St. Louis Cardinals are leading the NLCS 2-0 against the LA Dodgers. The first game, they went 3-2 on Friday, and then the second game on Saturday, they went 1-0. So the St. Louis is heading to Dodgers today, and they will be they started. So maybe we'll give you some updates on that game. So the ALCS, it's 1-1. Detroit beat Boston, and Boston beat Detroit. So the first game went to Detroit on Saturday, 1-0, and on Sunday, Boston beat Detroit 6-5. They play again Tuesday at 4 p.m. on Fox. God, you guys got to listen to Joe Buck. I feel sorry for you. Thoughts on the NLCS, ALCS, considering that the Oakland Athletics and the Pittsburgh Pirates are out, so my World Series is gone.
Yes, it's gone. Who would have ever thought the two worst team in baseball would ever make it?
Oh. So, with that being said, who do you think is going to go? I'm thinking it's going to be Boston, St. Louis.
It's definitely going to be Boston. I don't know about St. Louis, though. We'll see.
So, Frank, any opinions?
No, don't ask me. I saw a couple pitches last night. Because the TV was in front of me. Pitches.
Wow.
Yep.
Singular. Didn't even watch a whole inning, guys.
Well, I might have. I don't know. It all looked the same. Every time I looked at the TV, it looked the same.
So before I move on, any more sports news, Gibby, since you normally bring your weird news in with sports?
Oh, no. I got nothing.
Okay. It's throwing you off your game being on a Monday, isn't it?
Well, that plus, yeah. I mean, Flyers are doing pretty well. I don't know if you go in the Flyers or not.
That's true. Their new head coach, right? They got the, what his name is.
I have no idea. I watched the first game the other night, and of course they lost. But, I mean, they're not doing bad. It's just that team's just... The unfortunate problem is, the thing's been plaguing them since I've been watching them. Is ever since they got lost Ron Hextall, they have had no fucking goaltender. Ever.
Yeah, it's true. So with that, we end our sports segment. No weird news with Gibby this week. We know that's usually when you take a pee break, but we're going to have Lara on in a few, about 20 minutes. She'll be joining us, and I'm uber excited for it. So let's roll into celebrity news, get rolling with that, and hopefully she will be available to call in. So first piece of business when it comes to celebrity news, we still have a theme song, so that sucks. But the big news is people actually dropped $445 to pose with Sylvester Stallone in a photo.
I'd do it.
$445?
If he was in one of his, in his Rocky, like dressed up as Rocky or something, yeah, I'd do it.
No, he was normal streets.
I probably wouldn't do it for normal streets. If it was Rocky, I'd probably do it.
I charge
Stole my
$5.
line, Frank.
What?
Stole my line.
Oh.
I was going to say possibly Bullwinkle.
I'm only charging $5. So if you see me on the street, give me $5. I'll take a picture with you, or just catch me off guard and I'll probably take it for free.
Well, I could do a
$5.
Stallone impression. I'll just stand there and go.
No, Adrian.
The $400.
That was an awesome British impersonation of Sylvester Stallone. It was great.
Thank you.
Another celeb.
He's doing a new movie with De Niro. You know that?
Is he?
Yeah, they play former boxers who won last fight each other. It's a comedy.
Oh, wow.
Actually, he's got a couple movies coming out. He's doing one with
Schwarzenegger, the prison
Jailbreaker,
yeah.
Prison Breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one actually looks pretty
right.
good. So we'll see what that one looks like. But
Don't drop the soap.
Part two.
I'm assuming Schwarzenegger's going to be popping in a lot more fucking movies now since he's not governor.
No, he actually put his name on some supplement stuff for the first time ever. Like crazy shit like that. He finally endorsed some kind of supplement.
This is what I use. When you eat this, you get pig valve like me.
You make fun of him, but that's how he got his start in fucking showbiz.
It's true.
Yep, I know, and it makes me sad. Because then he tried to act, and that just didn't work.
You make a valid point there.
He does good at the ones where he doesn't have to speak.
I'm all woman.
Like
I like watching
Terminator.
his movies. I consider his movies junk food for the brain.
Yes.
Once he should get blown up and killed, that's him.
Yeah, when it's those types of movies, it's fine. But when he starts going into the comedy aspect, you like the funny puns, but he single-handedly nearly killed Batman. So I just want to cry.
Killed Batman, huh?
Yes.
He was Mr. Freeze.
Dead already.
He was Mr. Freeze. Chill.
There's a freeze coming.
Sing. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Best cameo ever. Snow Miser. Batman and Robin. Check it out. In other celeb news, Ron White got hitched. I believe this is like the 10th time, but he got hitched. God, there's so much sad news. MasterChef finalist Josh Marks was found dead from apparent suicide only 24 hours after being diagnosed with schizophrenia.
Shit, look
I
at
guess he's not going to be a master chef then.
No, not at all. Apparently, he had we talked about him a few episodes back about how he went nuts in Chicago. So, and to add more sadness to the Jackson family, another huge blow. Dr. Conrad Murray is about to be a free man.
Yes. Thank you. He should have never been in jail.
Conway Twitty.
Murray, isn't it? I didn't say Twitty.
Damn it.
I thought I saw a putty cat. And the last bit of celebrity news, and we really blew through this, so we got to talk about this for a good 15 minutes. Miley Cyrus was offered $1 million to direct a porn with full creative control and discuss.
Whoa.
Do you think there's going to be loads of wrecking balls and stuff?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I think
licking sledgehammers. And...
She's directing it?
She was offered $1 million to direct it, not star in it, direct.
Do you think that she's going to be like having her dad cameo in it? Because he always cameos in her stuff.
I hope he sings Achy Breaky Part.
Yeah, he'll sing the song for it.
He'll be the achy breaky plumber.
Yeah. He'll do the soundtrack, all of it.
Don't clog your sink, because if you clog your sink, I might not be able to unclog your sink.
Wow.
What? That just happened.
Oh, a
That
skate
just did, unfortunately. Sorry, fans.
Yeah,
I thought it was moving.
I apologize for the plumber.
Well, he's not Mario.
Mario!
He's, Mr. Breaky Heart himself.
Right. Also, in other news, because now I've got a bunch of stories.
I've got a celeb news.
Oh, go for it.
I heard it on the radio on my way to the airport. But Shia LaBeouf, or whatever his name is,
mm-hmm.
You know, the idiot from Holes, or whatever he did.
I'm glad you chose that as his piece of work.
Yeah, I ignored it in Transformers. He wasn't there. I don't know who that kid was. Anyway, evidently he got punched in the face and kicked in the nuts because because these two chicks, I don't know if they were drunk or just sick, but they were puking all over the place, and he was sitting there filming it. And one of the sisters or girls or whatever was trying to get him to go away.
Okay, so they're nuts, right?
What?
Exactly.
He's the one filming puking chicks.
Exactly.
Well, and hold on. So I guess some other bystander guy came over and punched him in the face and kneed him in the junk. And then later, when they were talking to the guy that decided to attack LaBeouf, he's just like, "Oh, I didn't know he was filming him. I just really wanted to punch the guy."
Sounds like a great reason.
It's like, perfect opportunity.
He was already getting his ass kicked. I thought I would just jump in on fun, you know?
I can't disagree with that. I'd want to punch him in the face.
This is for Transformers. This is for Indiana Jones. And this is for Wall Street. I hope you never sleep.
Wow.
For sure.
So yeah,
Someone obviously has a problem with him.
I got. That's it. And I don't know when it happened.
Story.
Oh, and also, this is for Constantine.
Constantine?
What? I like Constantine.
That's just because Keanu isn't there.
You like?
Yeah. Okay. I'm a Ghost
Rider.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
What's wrong with Ghost Rider?
Nick Cage. All right, your opinion.
Best actor out there.
Oh my God, that's that.
Nick Cage is
really
shit.
He is.
Yeah, Weatherman.
I'm on Gibby's side.
Was it Weatherman?
Okay, all I'm going to say about Ghost Rider is, I'm going to use it on you. That was a bad Elvis impression. That wasn't Nick Cage's best, acting endeavors. He's done better.
He
was perfect, but look at Con Air.
Yes.
Amazing.
Con Air was like a masterpiece of action filmmaking. More movies could learn a thing or two from the way Con Air worked out.
Yes. I just want to go home to my family.
I think he started out strong and then just kind of started sucking.
I like movies, Gary.
You guys don't like any of the National Treasures?
Oh,
no.
That is like your saving grace.
I like
You're like, oh, National Treasure. And then we're like, oh, yeah, I guess he did really good in that.
I like National Treasure. What can I say?
And then normally you change the subject.
and then you got to see his
Ghost Rider
ripoff.
1.
Huh?
2 didn't do that great.
You got to see his ripoff of Taken, only instead of being called Taken, it's called Stolen.
Oh, no, I have not. That's a thing?
It's a thing. It's on Netflix. If you just read the description, you're like, wow, this is Taken. This is Taken with Nicolas Cage.
That is fantastic. We got to go to Movie Stop this weekend. I'm buying that.
Does he do a better Taken than Taken?
Impossible.
Yeah, I don't think
that's not a chance.
I mean, that's Aslan and Qui-Gon Jinn.
Okay, let me read you the synopsis. A former thief frantically searches for his missing daughter, who has been kidnapped and locked in the trunk of a taxi.
That's
Taken.
Does he do it in his cagey voice? I will find you and I will kill you.
How about Wicker Man?
How to get burned?
About that abomination.
That's a great one.
Bees, not
Funny,
the bees.
for the wrong reasons. He goes around in a bear suit beating women up.
The Rock.
What,
The
Dwayne
Rock.
Johnson?
Good movie too.
I thought you were talking about Dwayne.
Oh, fuck the guy. That guy's horrible. He should not be an actor. Worst actor ever.
Are you kidding me? He's revitalizing so many franchises.
You know what,
He's
Gibby? I kind of agree with you on that.
Gimmick. Oh my
And he's
God.
okay. And did you watch the new Fast and Furious?
Yes,
Yes.
and it's a fucking gimmick, and I don't.
Did you watch? Did you go to the theaters and see it?
No, I don't go to the fucking theaters. What the fuck's wrong with you?
Sorry, my bad. Thought maybe you would actually support actors.
No, fuck that. No, I'll just get it off fucking, TV,
Pirate
Netflix,
deal.
pirate, same thing.
Well, Gibby, that means your opinion is invalid because you don't pay for your source material.
Oh.
Oh, shit. No, I don't think so.
Make your exit.
We warned you at the beginning of the show. Your opinion doesn't count, Gibby.
Yeah, I know.
It means the most here. I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyway, who thinks Cage is awesome because of Face Off?
All right, I'll give you that.
Take his face?
Yeah.
Yeah, he may not have done a
good.
good Elvis impression, but he did an excellent John Travolta impression.
Yes. As Travolta did an excellent Nicolas Cage impression. God bless them.
I cannot believe you guys are dissing on Nicolas Cage.
Bad Lieutenant.
What?
Port Call, New Orleans. Awesome.
We're just going to start naming all of...
That's what I think we're doing. I got IMDb up right now.
I'm trying to find it. I read this really interesting article today. It was like 15 roles that Nicolas Cage almost ruined. And it was all these parts that Nicolas Cage almost had, like Superman and the Scarecrow and Neo from The Matrix.
Oh, he would have been a great Neo.
He's not. Keanu Reeves.
Or was he going to be the Scarecrow in Batman Begins?
No, there was going to be a third Joel Schumacher Batman film, and it was going to have Nicolas Cage as Scarecrow and Madonna as somebody, probably Harley Quinn or something.
Oh, God. Thank God that never happened.
That would have been the best Batman ever!
Oh, God.
You know what? Cage isn't fit enough to play Superman's cat. Just saying.
You guys have some problems. You just don't understand the talent. You guys don't understand real talent when you see it.
Oh, all right, I found it.
Gibby,
all right.
If we understood real talent, we wouldn't have you on the show.
It's true.
All right. I got the top 11 roles
that
were almost ruined by Nicolas Cage, right?
Go for it.
So, first off, we got The Wrestler, the movie that ended up starring, what's-his-face?
Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke almost played the part of the wrestler in that. He almost played the part of Harry in Dumb and Dumber. He
should have done that. He could have easily done that job too, man.
Well, yeah, he's dumb.
He would have made it so much better.
John Woo was supposed to direct a version of He-Man where Nicolas Cage was going to play the role of Skeletor.
I could see that. I would have enjoyed that.
That would be his Ghost Rider impression all over again.
I was waiting for him to say He-Man, though, and that's why I started giggling.
In Tarsem Singh's Hellblazer, he was supposed to play the role of John Constantine, which ended up being played by Keanu Reeves, as we were speaking of before.
Why don't we get a British guy?
You weren't available at the time, Michael.
That would have been interesting.
Well, I'm available now. Just dye my hair blonde.
Now, this one I found really interesting. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, the role of Joel Barish, he was supposed to play that, but instead went to Jim Carrey, of course. That would have been really awkward.
Yeah, I don't think that would have worked out.
The Breakfast Club.
Talent.
The Breakfast Club, the role of John Bender, which was played instead by Judd Nelson.
I don't know how I feel about
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the role of Willy Wonka, which of course was played by Johnny Depp.
He would have been better at that. That would have been awesome.
Totally would have been better. Johnny Depp phoned that one in so bad. The Matrix, like I said, the role of Neo, which was also played by Keanu Reeves. A lot of roles ended up going to Keanu. Lord of the Rings, the role of Aragorn, which was played by Stuart Townsend and Viggo Mortensen.
Interesting. I might have been kind of... I don't know about that one.
In the movie Batman, he was supposed to play the role of Scarecrow, but eventually that never even happened because that movie was never made. And the top one, Superman / Clark Kent, and another Superman movie that was never made.
Thank God.
I could not see him as Superman.
And big spiders.
Spiders!
He'll be like, not the spiders! Ah!
I really could. Him as Superman, I think I would die a little bit on the inside.
Oh God!
He doesn't make sense.
The best one for it, probably.
He's got a receding hairline.
And what's wrong with that?
Clark,
Superman's got the pearl.
God, I tell you.
Superman does not have a receding hairline.
A modern day version of Superman. Okay.
Why not make him black?
Because
we have to go there.
There were so many mean things running through Brian's head, and I am very proud of you for saying, that would have been interesting. Thank you, Brian, for staying on track.
Could have went so much there.
But it looks like they interchanged a lot of Nick Cage with Keanu Reeves, which is, I would not say a better choice, unless they just used him as a puppet. Like, Keanu won't say anything back. Like, Keanu, you can go do that. And he'd be like, totally, dude. Totally.
All
right, do this. Want me to dodge bullets? I'll do it on the way. Oh, there it goes. Went by. Oh, it happened.
Instead of Nicolas Cage being out there like, just let me say this like Elvis would.
With my receding hairline going back, man. Yeah. I don't know what I did there, but that just happened. But
wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are 5 minutes away from Lara joining us here on the show. Remember, you guys can call in at 760-512-7247. You can ask her some questions. We've got our own questions we're going to ask her. Like I said, she'll... Oh, God, I got choked up.
Oh, wait a minute. I was supposed to have questions?
No, not you. Never you. You are not allowed to ask anybody anything ever. You're supposed to... You're eye candy.
What's your sign?
No, you can't even ask that because there's got to be some underlying meaning there. When it comes out of Gibby's mouth, it's offensive. It's not nice, and he's just eye candy. That's all he is. If you like,
right. I'm sexy.
He's here for all the bird
know
watchers.
He's got a great face for radio.
Yes, he does.
Hey.
But like I said, you guys can call in at 760-512-7247. We've got our chat up tonight, special Monday night edition. She'll be here in now 4 minutes. Woo, getting the goosebumps. Once you hear the theme music going, you know she's coming in. Apparently, we got somebody who just logged into the chat. We are excited. She'll be here very soon. God, it's going to be awesome. I'm shaking. You can't see it.
I can care less.
I didn't know we had Michael J. Fox here.
I love his show, by the way.
Yeah, apparently that's on the verge of being cancelled.
What?
Thank God.
It's fantastic.
After the first season, apparently it's because it's competing against Robin Williams as one, which is
better,
trashing it in the ratings.
So
oh shit, he sucks.
Go move it to a different night.
Yeah,
that's what I'm thinking.
Well, what's it competing against that would cost it to lose ratings? It's Thursday. Is it Impact
or whatever?
Oh, it must be Spike.
Spike. It's definitely Impact. Impact is kicking its ass. But just a heads up, 5Js just said Nick Cage is the one true God. So you got a supporter out there, Gibby.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I am saying.
Yeah, I bet that's Gibby.
He logged into the chat and just said it. God, the spelling's way too good and precise.
Yeah, you try to say I can't spell?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. I wasn't even trying. I just said it. You can't spell.
Wow.
Just say it.
Wow. Wow.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So you guys ready?
No.
What?
Oh, man. Is it about that time?
I don't know, is it?
Gibby, you're supposed to get excited. Make like
The
bird
suspense
voices.
is killing us.
Make the bird voice.
That's a bird?
Pterodactyl.
That's what we do when we're excited?
I'm pretty sure a pterodactyl is a bird, right? Am I not mistaken here, guys?
It's a dinosaur.
Dinosaur. Yeah.
But is it not a dinosaur that's a bird?
It flies.
Well, it's a bird as much as a raptor is a bird.
Well, take it.
I'll take it.
Really? No, you don't get any wins. That's not fair.
I don't know what you're talking about. It was a win.
Well, it's not a win. It's not a bird.
Oh, my God.
I said make some bird noises, and you sounded like a pterodactyl. No wonder they went.
It flies in the air just like what?
A plane.
A bird.
A plane.
A bird.
Superman.
Oh, man, Superman ain't real.
Really?
How dare you?
You just say that?
That's my Santa Claus all over again, Gibby.
Yeah. You just ruined everybody's life.
Oh, man, I try.
I can't believe you just...
monster.
See? See? The guy, 5J's, definitely not Gibby because he said a big word. No bird, not bird because there's no feathers.
Yeah, I like how you skipped that first word.
Yeah, because I don't know, the pterosaurs?
Pterodactyl?
Pterosaurs. Not birds, no feathers. So suck it, Gibby.
I think they have feathers. How would you not know? They're all dead.
How would you not know?
They're all dead.
What?
How can you tell? They're all dead.
Pictures.
Pictures? Pictures of what? Something that someone
Gibby,
just dreamed up in their
every time you open your mouth, an angel cries.
Speaking of that, so shut your mouth. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, God.
Lara will be joining us. Let's play her theme music. gentlemen, joining us, Lara de Wit.
Hello.
How's it going?
That was a great theme.
Thank you. See, welcome to the show. Joining me at this time, we have Brian Gibson, or Gibby, the guy that we usually make fun of. Michael Burhan, who joins us from London. Frank Ward, who's here with us as well, and Mike Payton, the host of the show. Or not the host of the show. I quit, apparently.
He got promoted quick.
Yeah, he did, didn't he, man? Damn.
Just shows up, takes over. Guy.
He runs the station. I apologize.
Cool.
So thank you so much for joining the show. We've got some questions here. We're going to open up the lines for callers to come in. For those listening, it's 760-512-7247 if you'd like to ask your questions. But we got some of our own first. And I think the one that's daunting on everybody's mind is the toilets. Do they flush opposite of the Americans?
Oh, the toilets. Yes, they do go the other way. But actually, the most upsetting thing about American toilets is, why is your water level so damn high? You know, ours is just really, really low, and then you go on an American airport, and the water level's like up to the seat level. It freaks me out.
Just in case you want to jump in for a little bit, it's a hot day.
I really don't want to make any bodily contact with that water, no.
Oh, I wouldn't in the airport.
Yeah, so that's the first thing I noticed. Not the direction of the flush, the actual freaky water level.
Yeah, it is ridiculously high. I'm going to blame Gibby on that one for design. He's an architect.
Hey, that's how I design shit, okay?
Yeah, we blame
and
Gibby
they all
for
flush
everything.
themselves as well. They kind of decide when you're done, they go flush themselves.
That was
That's
a brilliant design. We didn't want to touch it.
We're lazy in this country. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we have that nowhere here, really.
Really?
Yeah, not
They're
very
not
much.
lazy.
Yeah.
There you go.
We just enjoy pushing buttons. I don't know.
It sounds like Australia is an awesome place to live. America, of course, we're lazy. We got people like Gibby that don't really do anything. But
The government's shut down.
Yeah, the government's shut down. We just don't do anything here. But we're bringing you on the show today because we want to talk about your music and how awesome your YouTube channel is and all the games.
Yeah, let's talk about that instead of politics, eh?
Wait,
Yeah.
Dave,
Oh, yeah.
before that, I have to ask her a big question. Lara,
Right.
do you watch Home and Away and Neighbours?
I used to. Quite a few years back, I used to sort of get addicted to Neighbours. But why? Do you like those shows?
No, we're on the same level. I don't watch them either.
I don't mind them, but I was always more of a Neighbours girl than a Home and Away girl.
When I was younger, I was a Neighbours guy. Mum still watches it, but I've kind of swayed away from that. Want the bigger and better things.
It'll steal your life.
Exactly, it does do, and that Carl just gets you all the time.
Oh, Carl! Oh, I don't like Carl.
He's still in it all the time.
Yeah.
Literally. Every time I pop in, I was like, "Hey, Mum, what are you watching?" Neighbours. He's there right in front of you. It's like, "Oh, that's that doctor again."
Yeah. Look, who can afford to give up their life every day to stay on top of that show?
My mum does.
It's a big commitment.
She's a very bored person.
All right.
She's very committed to Neighbours.
Is that not in the States? Because I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
Oh, sorry.
I was imagining it to be like EdTV.
Oh, EdTV? Okay, I'm
It's
cool with that.
an Australian soap opera.
Oh, okay. So it's like Days of Our Lives.
Yes, that sort of thing.
Yeah, not that I watch it.
It's kind of worse. It's Days of Our Lives. You have the sort of cut-ins with the cameras and people giving eerie looks for the close-ups, whereas Neighbours is doctors.
It's basically just normal people based on normal life, and the thing is they all live in Ramsey Street, so that's why it's called Neighbours.
The funniest thing about it is every time they've got their version of Sweeps going on, someone gets killed.
Do they come back?
They'll just blow something up or just kill a character for the fun of it. You're going to die.
Do they get to come back? Because I know that's a big thing in our soap operas. Is like, hey, we're going to kill this guy, but 2 years later, oh my God, he's back with an eye patch, and he's like Nick Fury.
There's only one guy who ever made a comeback after dying, and that was Harold. And then they killed him off again.
Harold, did he come back?
He did. And then he died. They killed him off again. They gave him cancer, and it was just like, we kind of killed you off, but we're going to kill your wife off and then give you cancer, so take that.
Oh my goodness, poor Harold. He was pretty annoying though.
He was. And it was actually quite funny that he was the only, like, old school cast member on the show, and it was just like looking at him thinking, you poor fella.
I feel like we got to get the Gibby.
I haven't watched it in about 8 years, so I don't even know what's going on.
I'm kind of on it. Like I come into every time I go to visit my mum, it's like, what are you watching, Mum? Neighbours. Or then like come in a few hours like, what are you watching, Home and Away?
Oh, no. No, never Home and Away.
How long has the show been on?
1 billion years? Like since the dinosaurs. Seriously, I don't know when it started.
They had a caveman version. They were just standing going,
hey, that's me.
And then they blew something up.
I'm a caveman. Cool. Well, that is a very strange soap opera then, if it's that long. What was it, Guiding Light's our longest one? Maybe?
I have not heard of that.
Yeah, I promise you I don't watch soap operas.
Yeah. That sounds good.
Something like that.
Pretty sure WWE Raw is the longest running episodic television series.
Oh, God.
They remind you every week. I'm just throwing that out there.
For saying that, the longest running television show we have in the UK now, because we used to have loads of big soaps that they just killed a lot of them off, is actually Doctor Who.
Doctor Who?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Longest running thing, and the Americans love it. I don't understand it. I just watch it and think, you said something about being ginger. That was it.
Are you a ginger? Did your feelings get hurt?
I'm not. I'm so far away from a ginger. I'm actually bald, so it doesn't really help. But I have no hair colour. I just have a brown spot there where my hair used to be. It's very well tanned, though.
There you go.
I don't think we have any gingers on this show, now that we think about it.
Gibby's a ginger.
Yeah, he is.
My brother's a ginger, so you better be careful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Just like Gibby if he were a
ginger. So, yeah, just saying.
Well, I'm just glad that Gibby's not a ginger, so we can make fun of him.
I tell you.
Gibby, you're just the black sheep of the show. Nobody wants to let you have an opinion or anything like that.
A piece of me.
No, they don't. Getting into some of the questions that are, back on track. We're here. What age did you get into music? Because you have so many videos up on YouTube.
Oh, well, I was really young, actually. I started school, it was in like the first grade of school, and my classroom teacher said to my mum, you should really do something about music for this kid, sort of thing, because my parents weren't really thinking of it and they didn't really do much music themselves. So then I went and did some group piano lessons, just sort of the fun little clapping and singing and all that stuff. That would have been at about age 5 or 6. Sort of first grade, and just haven't really looked back since then. That was when I started piano. Nice.
What other instruments do you play besides piano and violin, or just that?
I play the trumpet because I wanted to be in the band in high school, so I play that really, really badly. Please don't ask me to post a video; it won't be pretty. And I like to sing, but I'm not trained in that as such. I just like to do it. So that's not really a have lessons kind of thing for me.
That's another video.
Yeah, I've done a couple of singing ones, so there you go. And then, just the usual, can play a few chords of guitar kind of thing, and that's all.
Sweet. You recently just released a CD, which I've had in my truck going back and forth to Washington, D.C. On each trip.
Thank you.
Do you plan on releasing another one or any other future projects like that?
Possibly. I'm talking with Taylor. We're not quite sure what exactly we want to do right now, but we might do another one, or I could even do a solo piano one. I'm not sure, but it may be in the works.
Ah, sweet. I am excited. Like I said, it's in my truck now, and I'm pretty sure it's the CD in there. If you get in my car and you look at the glove compartment, it's a weird selection because it goes your CD and then the Lonely Island Gang. Yeah,
that's a little bit strange. Just those two, eh? Just those two.
It is. I don't know why. It's just the two that are in there. And
long truck trips must be rough.
It's a hike, but yours stays in more than the Lonely Island one because
thank you.
Because it's better music.
Yeah.
That would be so much fun. We did that in about a week. I went over to the States. We recorded that. And yeah, we had so little time to do it. We were like pushing out 3 tracks a day, you know?
Oof.
Yeah.
Do you get to come over to the States a lot?
Not really. Well, obviously for that trip, I sort of footed my own bill, sort of paid all that money up front to go and make the CD. But then the trip before that, where I met Taylor at E3, that was great because that was all paid for by the convention people and stuff like that. So, yeah, I went to the States. Actually, I went to the States 3 times last year, which is ridiculous. Yeah.
It's nice.
And who knows? I might be back soon. You never know.
Be awesome. You come to the Philly Wizard World. That'd be awesome. Since
Philly Wizard World.
Yeah, that's most of us. Most of us are from New Jersey. Frank's from Iowa, but we consider him to be Jersey.
Oh, New Jersey. So you've got that awesome Six Flags Park.
Oh yeah, that's about an hour away from where we're staying. We're closer. We're outside of Philadelphia. Like I said, Michael's over at Burhan's over at in London, and Mike Payton, the station director, he's up in New York.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That's cool.
So you got to come to like the Wizard Worlds and the Comic Cons out in our area, which would be awesome.
Yeah, but not during winter, eh?
No.
I want to go there in January.
We just had New York Comic Con this weekend, so I mean it's just starting to get a little bit cold here. So it would have been a good time to have come during the October Comic Con here.
Yeah, that's sort of hard when you're employed.
Oh, you mean being an artist isn't a lush career choice?
It's not. I'm on a pretty strict contract. I need to work, and I usually have some time off in January, but January is just awful weather for, well, at least the East Coast.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely up here in the Northeast where most of us are residing. Speaking of, like, the Comic-Cons and stuff like that, you do a lot of cosplay for your videos. What was your favorite cosplay costume?
Oh, you see my attitude towards cosplay. I don't pretend to be serious about it. Mm-hmm. I just thought it was funny, you know. I'm not an artist because there are a lot of people who really make these extravagant, wonderful things, and that's not me. I will admit that I'll buy them, I'll piece them together, I'll borrow them just for fun. So to me, like, wearing that Power Ranger suit was pretty hilarious because that cost me, like, what was it, $20 from some little Asian store somewhere.
That's cool.
And I just thought it would be funny. Like, I'm not really crazy into cosplay. I just do it because it's funny.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, a lot of the costumes you wore are awesome, the way that you coincide them with your music videos.
Yeah. It's just to give it another level. Like, I don't take myself too seriously with that kind of stuff at all. So I just want to make people laugh and go, isn't she stupid? Like, that's hilarious. So...
I don't think you've actually got that message across. I think they think that's great music by that excellent cosplayer.
Well, that was an inadvertent message, though.
Well, you know, there's somebody sitting there going, that's not the right shade of pink.
Oh, my gosh, yeah. And some of them get angry when I don't dye my hair the right color. Like, I'm not really that into it to get the wigs and dye the hair and stuff. Because it is about the music to me.
It needs to be authentic. Authentic.
Oh my gosh, I don't care.
So, with all these music videos you've done, what's your favorite video game? Do you play video games a lot?
Actually, I went to my parents' house on the weekend to clean out some stuff, and I found an Atari, I found a Sega Master System 2, I found 3 Nintendo Entertainment Systems, 3 Super Nintendos, and a Nintendo 64.
Well, I need to give you my address. Send all those goodies to me.
And a whole bunch of games, but I only ever really play some old-style games, and I literally do not have time these days because I'm sort of working full-time or more. Plus, on the side I do roller derby, and then on the side I do YouTube. So any of my free time is going to be sucked up into one of those 2 things. I literally don't have time for gaming, which is sad.
Donate to Burhan.
But it's also really awesome because it means that I spend my free time doing stuff with, like, real people, which I think is much healthier. So there you go.
I don't need real people. Donate to Burhan.
It's funny because you say that because Gibby, normally as we're doing this show, he likes to play video games and talk to the people on there rather than talk to us here on the show.
Oh, yes.
He's one of those guys.
I may be playing a game right now.
Yep.
As you just heard him confess, he's playing a game now. So as you can tell, Gibby is antisocial. So I don't.
That's why we love it.
That's okay. We all have antisocial moments. I do as well, definitely.
Mine are 24/7.
Yeah.
That's because the public doesn't want you out there with them. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
It's just better we let Gibby do this. That's like giving a 3-year-old a game to entertain him so he doesn't throw a temper tantrum.
Yeah.
Throw a fit.
When he cries, that's it.
Yeah.
You know.
Gotta leave the restaurant.
People just look at us like we're bad parents.
Yeah, we hang up on him on Skype just to get him out. And the funny thing is, when we hang up on Skype on him, he's still talking when he dials back in, like mid-conversation, not stopping.
Oh, poor thing.
We make him stand in the naughty E corner.
Dunce cap and all. Yeah, as you were saying in your just a few minutes ago, you're into roller derby. So how's that going? I know I've only seen one thing about roller derby, and it was the awful Paul Heyman movie.
Which movie was that?
I can't even think of the name of it.
Paul Heyman movie.
I don't know. He was a commentator in it. I don't know what he. That's it. It was.
Was that
awful.
roller derby?
No.
Something else, wasn't it?
It was like Death Ball or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know.
They were on wheels.
Oh, they were on wheels. There you go. I started about a year ago, I think, and I don't know what keeps me going back to it, because it's actually really terrifying, because I play the one with the star on the helmet usually, which is called the jammer. So basically you have to get through a gauntlet of blockers who are out to kill you. So usually you will get hit the most and you will sustain the most injuries, but something about it just sort of keeps you coming back. I think it's really important I like the team sport aspect of it, because let's face it, I would not do any exercise if it was not a team sport. And I don't know, there's just something hardcore and a little, I think all of the people who play it are somewhat the underdog or have been in their lives at some point. That seems to be the unifying feature across the types of people who play this game. Don't ask me to understand it, I don't know why, but that's sort of what I've noticed. And everyone is just genuinely nice, the nicest group of people I've ever met, really. So yeah, that's why I play. A bit of the physical violence and also the social aspect.
Nice.
So basically that's your version of professional wrestling, but it's on skates.
Yeah, it's on skates, which just makes it that much more terrifying and dangerous.
Yeah, I would never do that. I am not coordinated. I walk into walls with no wheels on my feet, so.
Yeah, don't do that then. You actually do need a little bit of coordination, and you actually, for this game, you need to have zero fear, because if you have fear, then you won't be able to do it well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would flinch every time I see somebody go by me.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, they're coming for me again.
I don't know, I played a tournament a week ago, and my whole body was covered in bruises. I smashed my nose, had a bleeding nose, but it didn't end up being broken, and I got a black eye, so I looked a complete disaster. But I'll be back for more, That does not stop me.
There you go. Have you gotten any good shots in on some of the others?
Well, I don't generally play a blocker, and blockers are the ones who do the hitting, because they are trying to place big hits on the jammers. Mm-hmm. So for me, I'm just trying to take the hits and not get knocked around too much by it, and actually just try and bust through like the clump of blockers. So yeah, it's not really strategic for a jammer to hit massively hard. You've just got to get through, and you've got to be quick.
Sweet. I would not volunteer for that position, because I'm a pansy.
Yeah, well, look, you don't volunteer. You just sort of better at one position or the other, and that tends to be me. Yeah.
Your name gets pulled up, and you're the one.
Yeah, you get given that little star helmet, and you go, oh, okay.
May the odds forever be in your favor.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like you take the blue pill or the red pill.
Yeah.
That is definitely a tough sport. I know I could never do it. I'm a wuss. I would cry the first time. Somebody be like, all right.
There are definite tears, but men's leagues are starting up, so never fear, you can have a go.
Oh, I would be in the hospital.
Okay. Actually, that happens. There are broken jaws, broken noses, broken ankles, broken everything.
Oof. Oh, God. I'm just cringing at the fact.
I'd die in the women's league.
You would, actually. Most of these guys would kill to hit like these women hit.
I believe it.
Just real quick. Just real quick to open up to our listeners out there. Remember, you guys can call in at 760-512-7247 here on the network, Mega Powers Radio, or join us in our chat here and just shoot us the questions. She's on the show. Take advantage of it. Don't try roller derby because it scares the hell out of me. Guys, got anything else? Gibby, are you still playing your data game?
Hey.
Now just put him back. Put him back.
go look at the screen again.
Squirrel.
Mr. Burhead? Did he fall off?
I'll mute myself there.
the roller derby.
I was gasping at the whole roller derby news. Kind of made me faint.
Yeah.
Hugging your pillow,
okay.
scared.
The other question I've got for you actually is, what made you start the YouTube channel?
That is really a random thing. I did a little act in a university review, just some silly little blindfolded Mario piano thing, and I put it up on YouTube, and then, I didn't think anything of it. There was like 6 months that went by, and I didn't do anything else. I started putting up a few more for fun, and then I think maybe it was that Power Rangers one I did. One of them that I put up just sort of blew up overnight. It went from a few hundred views to like 100,000 views overnight, and all of a sudden my subscribers went from like 10 to like thousands, just literally in 24 hours. And I guess YouTube is a little bit like a drug. Once you start it, you just keep posting videos. And that's the sort of danger of it too, because you post a video and you go, why am I posting this? Do I just want to share this music? Is this an artistic outlet for me? Is it the validation that I'm seeking from all these people that I don't even know? So I guess you just have to decide what your intentions are and why you're doing it, because it's very easy to get caught up in the quasi-fame thing. Yeah, but nowadays I just post really, not that frequently. I'm trying to do maybe 2 or 3 a month, something like that, just as a hobby on the side whenever I have time for it. And it's just fun. It's just sharing music that I like.
That's cool. I know I was first introduced to you via the Power Rangers one.
Yeah, that's probably the one that sort of went big. Because I sort of thought, wouldn't it be hilarious if I wore this pink lycra suit and played that theme?
Yeah, that's the one that, like, my buddy just messaged me saying, hey, you got to check this out. And then from there, I just, it's that chain where you just spend hours on YouTube watching video after video after video.
Yes, because YouTube always links you to the next one. What about these? Recommended videos. Yep.
Burhan, any more questions? Or?
I'm just trying to think of what else that we've got for you. Okay, here's another one. Have you ever been trolled before?
Oh, my God.
There must be that one person that
85.
comments on your videos
yes,
that annoys the hell out of you.
Actually, I really like my trolls. I really enjoy them. There's one kid called Charlie Bucket, and he's actually up to Charlie Bucket 53 because he's been blocked that many times by YouTube and has had to set up new accounts. So good old Charlie Bucket. He's my friend, though. The thing about trolls is I think they just want your attention, and once you give them some positive attention, they'll stop trolling you. Like, and if you call them out on their behaviour, they'll actually apologise for it too. It's a really funny little study of human nature. Yeah, Charlie Bucket's a sweetie.
Well, we should try that with Gibby. I don't think we've ever been positive with him.
Gibby,
I
love
wouldn't
you.
try it.
No, it didn't work.
No, it didn't. Gibby, you're a nice gentleman.
Yeah,
so the trolls, I actually find them pretty hilarious. And then the people that I find actually more annoying than the trolls are the ones who write to me and say, don't feed the trolls, don't respond, don't do this. And I just go, oh, excuse me, do you run this YouTube channel? Do you have a YouTube channel? I can do what I like. I don't need advice from you. They're more annoying.
I am your god.
I'll speak to my trolls if I want to. They're my trolls.
For now, until they grow up and escape.
Yeah.
Until they go underneath bridges. Brewing for the day.
Start killing goats.
that was random.
That's all right. Yeah, the offensive ones I'll just block, and I probably have blocked hundreds of people by now. But that's just what you got to do.
Yeah.
Who was the one person though that really got under your skin? Do you have like that one individual, even if it's not a troll, that really got on your nerves to the point where you're like, that's it, I've had enough?
I've had a guy which I've blocked twice because I'm a forgiving person. I blocked him and then he wrote to me, he's like, oh, please, I'm sorry, I've learned the error of my ways. I shouldn't have said those things. Please unblock me. And then he started off fine and then he started writing some questionable things, so I blocked him again. And he's very unhappy with it. I believe he's just posted on my fan page, why did you block me? You're such a nasty person. I'm sorry.
I only
said
really those
funny.
expletives.
Yeah. But I can't actually think of one single person on YouTube who has upset me. It just hasn't happened. I mean, you develop a really, really thick skin, and most stuff I laugh at.
That's the only way you can do it. We at Fanboys Anonymous, we had a run-in with a couple of trolls, and just it was a running joke just to watch them just go at us.
Yeah. The thing is, some of them aren't trolls or don't even realize they're being trolls, so that's sort of a fine line there. Some of them just want to tear you down. The most common thing, the negative comments I get are made by people who are jealous of what I'm doing but don't actually have the balls to do it themselves, do not have the guts to, and the time and the commitment to start recording videos and put them on for the whole world to see, which is sort of a brave thing to do when it opens yourself up to criticism from everywhere. Mm-hmm. And I find those jealous people are the ones that want to pull you down because they can't pull themselves up. But I wouldn't call them trolls.
Yeah, I think there's a different kind. Like the trolls, for me, the whole definition for them are people who just, as you stated, wanted your attention. Whereas you have those who get very jealous and very angry and aggressive at times because all they want to do is sort of cut you down. But necessarily those people aren't trolls.
Yeah, they're just real people with some jealousy and insecurity issues.
Well, of course. So let me ask you another big question. Where do you see this going? I know you said that you're going to probably do like 3 videos a month and just take it sort of thing. What if there's like becomes like even more a surge to this where people want you to dedicate more time to it? Are you just going to keep it at a steady pace or maybe focus a bit more time on the channel?
I'm not sure, because the thing is that the internet is very, very fickle. People will love you one day and not care about you the next. And I realize that. I guess you have to sort out I'm going to be brutally frank here and talk about money, because I am full-time employed here in Sydney, and I, at the moment, cannot reconcile giving up the sort of jobs I have here to spend more time on something that at the moment doesn't generate a lot of income for me, because you really have to decide from your fan base who is financially supporting you and who is not. I know it sounds sort of crass to talk about money that way, but I'm not giving up some perfectly good jobs here to dedicate time to something that might not make me money. And I'm not saying I'm a money grabber. Everyone just needs money to survive. Do you know what I mean?
Of course. For
sure. It's all about dedicating, how much time you're willing to dedicate for free. Because most of the videos I post, I don't have licensing for all of them, so I can't monetize all of them. But even the ones that I can monetize, it's not an awful lot of money, actually. People assume that I'm sort of rolling in it and I'm rich, thousands of dollars from these videos. But I assure you it's not the case. So the good thing about YouTube, I think, is that it opens opportunities for other things. Like, because of YouTube, I got to fly to LA and perform at that convention and meet Taylor and Kyle. So I think what I'd like to do is maybe branch out and do some more CDs, but I'm just not sure about pouring too much time into YouTube. I mean, I'll still keep it up on the side, but you just really have to decide what's going on with it from a financial point of view.
For sure, because I could speak for at least on my day. I do the same thing. I do wrestling on the weekends as a hobby on Saturdays, and try to do Fanboys Anonymous and this during the week nights. But it does come a point where you draw that line of, well, my current job feeds me. So. Yes,
exactly. And I've started juggling quite a few really awesome jobs here in Sydney, so I'm happy with how I'm doing career-wise. YouTube is really, it's just a bonus, and it has opened some doors, and I'm really grateful for that. But yeah, you just have to be careful with the nature of it, because people will love you, and then a couple of years later, it'll all be gone. So you don't want to give up and forfeit some opportunities here in Sydney in real life for internet ones that may not come to fruition, if that makes sense.
Oh, that's a very logical perspective.
Have you tried to reach out to Elton John to do a duet with him? or maybe go crazy and get T-Pain to help you out or something.
Let me tell you, that's a whole other realm of politics, the YouTube and the subscriber count politics, because basically when you're asking to do collabs, you should probably have a similar amount of subscribers as the person you're asking to do it with.
No. Go for the top. Michael Bolton.
They won't listen to someone like me. It's very high school, and it's an unspoken rule. It's a numbers game. That's what it is. So I don't play the numbers game. I mean, I don't care how many subscribers people have. I'll collaborate with them if they're good, and there's evidence of that on my channel. But a lot of people, and I don't blame them, who are using YouTube as their sole income, they have to be very shrewd and businesslike about it. They need to use people who will help them claw their way to the top. There's no point in sugarcoating that, because that's the way it is on YouTube. It just depends. If you're doing it for a hobby, fine, do it with anyone. But if you're doing it as your full-time income, you need to be thinking about these things. How can this person help me?
The thing is, from a brand and a marketing perspective, I can understand it totally, but I think sometimes people can get a bit... I'm not going to name no names of certain YouTubers, but people do get a bit stiff upper lip with the way that they work. And the problem is, people tend to forget, with all the money making and stuff that's going on there, YouTube's a community, and it's a way for you to interact with other people. A lot of people use it as promotional tools. It's similar to Facebook, it's similar to Tumblr, it's similar to all those other venues, and it's literally the only thing that makes it different is you're doing videos and you're earning money off of it. It's like if Facebook's sold your likeness for advertising and allowed you to monetize yourself, so they could sell your pictures on and stuff like that. That's all it is. It's still a social community. The only difference it has now is that it's basically people are earning money off of it, and they're being given the opportunity to earn money off of it.
Yeah.
But in a sense, I think that people tend to obscure the fact that everybody, if you break it down, everyone's the same. It doesn't matter on the subscriber count or the views. Everyone has their own thing, and I always think, because I'm an actor myself, and when it comes to creating, to me it doesn't matter who I create with, as long as we have the same ideas, we have the same focus, and we can do something rather unique together. I would work with someone who's little known, that you never know who the person is, and I would work with someone who has some name value to them. But it doesn't matter. I've worked with big actors, I've worked with small actors, I've worked with all types of actors. As long as I can create with that person, that's all that matters in the end of the day. What comes together. And as I said, the thing that people tend to have done now is obscure that. And because it's so obscure, and because everyone's like, oh, I'm at this level, I don't need to talk to lowly people at this level, it doesn't help you, because in the end, once you fall down, you're going to be clawing to those people to help you again, to get you back up there.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with what you said, but I think once you introduce money into that equation, it changes and people start getting really smart, because they think, oh, this person's got a few more subscribers than me, so I'm going to collaborate with them, and then our fan bases can kind of swap over. And I mean, it's a very idealistic idea to work with whoever for however
Yeah.
many fans they have, and I'll work with whoever, but it's just a time constraint thing for me. I don't have the time because, as you can imagine, I have a lot of people wanting to do stuff with me, and it's not because, you have less subscribers than me. It's because sometimes I struggle to even get videos up myself. It's just a time constraint sort of thing.
Oh, I agree. I totally agree.
We actually had a question from our chat. The 5J guy, he asked for what do Australians think of Columbus Day?
Columbus, Australia Day?
It's our Columbus. Like today in the States, it's Columbus Day.
Okay.
Wouldn't matter at all to Australians.
No, I don't.
Well, I mean, we have a version of that day, but a lot of people colloquially refer to it as Invasion Day. That's sort of what it is. It's we celebrate Australia Day on January 26th, so yeah, we call that Invasion Day. But we just go along. You have a barbecue. You go and watch some boats or something low-key like that.
So what are the big holidays?
Yeah.
What are your big holidays?
Yeah, I guess we don't really think very much of Columbus Day. I mean, we're sort of enthralled by your fascination with Thanksgiving, that's for sure.
We just want to get fat and watch football.
Yeah, we like to eat.
Yeah, that's another Invasion Day, really.
Yeah, we eat our feelings away, all right?
Yeah, turkey. Yeah, we killed all these people. Eat more turkey.
And we feel really bad, and the only way we can comfort ourselves is with food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the gravy.
Yeah, we
As long
don't
as you're
really
not
do
attacking the
huge
Brits.
food thing.
Actually, you can attack the Brits. I don't mind.
Okay, we got your okay to invade, so I'm going to let the Queen know.
It's not just that. We dumped all of our prisoners in Australia, so that was a bit... it wasn't me. Just, that was them.
It's got to be you, because you're a London contact.
Hey, I'm a project. I'm kind of like the people that followed them back to their country. That's my ancestors. It's like, there, we're coming over there. I said it in a rather Irishy accent.
Oh, damn, we're coming over there. I'm like, what was that?
That was some weird accent that I have not... I was going to go into my Indian impression, then suddenly a part of me was like, you're being racist, so I just went back.
Yeah.
Abort. That's going to be bad. Nice.
Yeah.
I know Mike Payton was saying before, is that what are the big holidays over there in Australia?
Big holidays? We don't really have them. I mean, the thing that makes me sad is that Halloween is not really a huge deal over here. Oh. I mean, yeah, you'll still get a handful of small kids trick-or-treating, but it's definitely not a big thing. So I guess our big holidays are Australia Day in January and, just Christmas and Easter, really. We have Anzac Day, of course, in April. So that's Gallipoli and all that. That's Anzac Day stands for Australian and New Zealand Army Corps. So that's sort of a commemoration of Memorial Day there. That's a big one because that's a public holiday. What else? We don't seem to have as many days as you guys.
Oh yeah, definitely not as many as Canada. I've worked in Canada before, and they make up holidays, and they feel like they don't have enough.
We have the Queen's birthday. What is that even? We get a public holiday on the Queen's birthday.
I mean, I've been in Quebec and have had. I've flown into Montreal, and they'll have Family Day. And I ask what the holiday is about, and their response is, well, there wasn't really anything between New Year's and Easter, so we made up a day.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's about it, though. We have pretty much no days in the second half of the year, though. Queen's birthday is in June, Anzac Day is in April, Australia Day is January, Easter, April. We've sort of got nothing between June and Christmas. It's pretty bleak.
Yeah, I think all we get here is, we got the 4th of July, of course, which is in July, and Labor Day, and then Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and Memorial Day, and those are the only days we actually get off. Well, I get off. I know the government gets a lot more days off.
Yeah, for sure.
Frank, do you have any questions for her?
The only thing I need to know.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
The only question I need answered. What's your favorite Pokemon?
Oh, my favorite Pokemon.
I have to know.
Okay.
That's it.
This is a difficult question, but I just really like Squirtle. I know it's simple. He's just one of those main ones, but he's just adorable, and I love water types. So, actually, I like Squirtle, but I won't generally use him in my lineup. I'll always use Gengar.
Squirtle is a fantastic choice. The Squirtle Squad. I'm obsessed with Squirtle.
And no love for Charmander.
He's the
love
cutest.
for Charmander.
But I actually have a lot of love for Gengar. You can pretty much defeat anyone using him.
In Charmander's defense, I have this rebuttal to say. Char. There you go.
Well, Squirtle can put you out. I'm just saying.
Yeah. He's adorable. No Gengar love, hey? No Gengar love?
It's hard to get in the game. You had to have friends to trade with.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he's pretty amazing.
Frank, that was so sad. You said you had to have friends to trade with. Are you implying you didn't have any friends?
I'm pretty sure Gengar was one you had to train to evolve to. Wasn't it?
I thought it was Alakazam.
Yeah, Alakazam, Gengar, Machamp.
Oh, yeah. Machamp and Machop and all of those guys.
I think there was another one that you had to trade for. Golem, maybe? I don't know. It's been so long.
That was a fantastic question, Frank.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Ever since you said she was going to be on here, I'm like, I have to know this. So my life is complete now.
Yay!
Mr. Payton, any questions on your end?
Yeah, I want to pull it back into music for a little bit, actually. I know you have a lot of songs that you take and you love and you make your own variation of it. Has there ever been a song that you loved, but you found it too complex or just too beautiful, maybe even, that you didn't even want to attempt to put your own spin on it?
Ooh, not so far, but there are, of course, some classical pieces that were, it depends what medium it was originally composed for and whether you can do that justice on just the piano or violin, the tools that I have. So not so far, but that series, I don't even know how you say it. Is it Toho? You spell it like Touthou. That series has got some fantastic music, but I'm not sure how it would go just with the piano and a violin, whether that could do it justice. So I'm sort of scared of tackling that one. Everything else has been really doable, but then, of course, if you get music that's really drums-based, really sort of rock, that really needs that driving beat, the only choice is to do it with backtracks and just have the violin playing the melody. So, yeah, you just have to be smart about song choice, because it really depends on the instrumental medium that it was composed for originally.
And to spin off that in a similar vein kind of question, obviously your big instruments are the piano and the violin. Do you have any hopes to expand, or are there any instruments that even just like, wow, that's so tough for me? Like myself, I'm a guitarist, a bassist, I do a little bit of keyboards, but if I even attempt to play a drum set, I am useless. I cannot control all four limbs. I can only do the two.
Yeah. Let's see. I find the guitar really difficult. I mean, because the way your fingers have to be so different from the violin, I find it really tiring. My hand just doesn't seem to bend that way naturally. So guitar, I've always wished I could play better than I can. And for some odd reason, I've always wanted to play the clarinet. Don't even ask me why. I guess it's just because I've never played a woodwind instrument. Yeah, I've always just sort of wanted to know how to play the clarinet. Yeah.
Cool. That's all for me, I think. Thank you.
Awesome. Like I said, we open up the lines. Anyone who wants to call in to ask some questions is 760-512-7247. The 5Js, I don't even know what the word for 5 is. His favorite Pokemon is Graveler. I think he was just throwing that out there.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Poor choice, but all right, I know. Congrats.
So I
love for everyone.
He might have been pointing it out as that's one of the ones you have to trade with a friend.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, because I said Golem.
Okay.
To get Golem.
I haven't played that game since it was blue and red. Now it's up to like weird different colors.
No, the one that's still in my Game Boy is blue and red.
It's not even colors anymore. They just came out with X and Y.
Oh.
So basically, they're chromosomes now.
Yes.
Oh,
that's funny.
That's going to be an awkward choice to pick up if I pick up the wrong one. If that's all, I mean, you're more than welcome to hang around. We've got 2 more segments left on the show. If not, I know, like you said, you're very busy. It's up to you. We have 2 segments left, which is the Dace Man High Five, where we're going to list our 5 favorite things. And we have a segment called the Douche-Bag of the Week, where normally we yell at somebody celebrity-wise.
Oh, yell at someone celebrity-wise.
Yeah, we just get mad and we just start ranting about how they're jerks. Justin Bieber's made the list. Gibby has made the list from the show as well.
Twice.
So it's up to you. You're more than welcome to join around, hang around if you'd like. I know you said you're busy.
Yeah, I've probably got to get going. This week is mental for me. It was actually good we managed to find a suitable time.
Oh, absolutely. I'm so glad you joined. Anything you want to plug away before we part?
Oh, I'm not really much of a plugger. I mean, I've got links to my CD on all of my videos, and that will do. That'll do. I still don't like putting myself out there too shamelessly, so yeah.
Never make a good plumber then if you can't plug.
Exactly. I don't ever intend to make a good plumber.
That makes a good plumber is unplugging the plug.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He just inceptioned me.
Yeah, knowledge bomb.
There you go.
That is true.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the Dace Man Show and everybody's listening, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I had so much fun talking with you. Thank you.
Wait, before you go.
Yeah, no problem.
Wait.
Wait.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color?
Yeah. We said on last week's show we were going to ask this. I just remember that. So we have to ask
for
it.
what purpose?
Just in general.
Oh, that is so hard.
The most commonly used color you could use for everything.
Well, I have a lot of pink stuff, but I also really like blue and yellow. This is a really difficult question for me.
Hey, I come out with the tough ones, all right?
Okay, one from me.
Easy here.
One from me from an astrology perspective. What star sign are you?
I'm a Gemini.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! I don't really like the reputation it gives us, the fickle sort of twins or whatever. But, yep, Gemini star sign. Don't know if I'm typical of that sign or not, but...
I know a lot of Geminis. My dad was a Gemini.
Yeah, there you go. A lot of my friends are Gemini, so I don't know.
They said whatever hair he had left, he should have dyed it blonde.
Oh. Hey.
I'm joking. I'm Josh.
Cool. I think that's all. If that's all.
Good. Any more last-minute brain busters?
Yes. Out of any location, what's your favorite place to be?
Tokyo Disney Sea, Japan.
Ooh, why?
It was the most magical place in the entire world. I was there for 5 days. I went back to Disney Sea 3 out of the 5 days. I couldn't even tell you, but that's my answer. Tokyo Disney Sea.
I need to go to Tokyo Disney. That is my new life goal.
Not Disney. It's got to be Disney Sea. Just all the theming was amazing. And it's not like a SeaWorld park, like live animal shows and stuff, because they don't support that. It's just the way it's all themed together. It was beautiful.
Well, if you're looking for live animal shows, we have Gibby, so that just works out nicely for us.
He's part bird.
Yes.
Oh, I have a bird. I love birds.
You wouldn't like this, Gibby.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dear.
Oh, no, he heard that.
Yeah, he's back. Oh, God, we got to hurry up. So once again, on behalf of the Dace Man Show and everybody's listening, thank you so much for joining us. It has been a blast. I can't stop thanking you because it was so awesome.
No, thank you for having me. It was good fun. Nice and chilled. And, the questions weren't awkward and all the same, so that's good.
I think we started strong with the toilet questions.
Yeah, we don't do awkward questions to guests. We do awkward questions to each other.
Is good, and thank you for being original with the questions. It was nice.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Thank you so much for joining us.
Goodbye. Thanks for having me. Bye. Have a nice day.
You too. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Lara de Wit. Thank you so much for joining on the show. Guys, that was awesome.
Baby, come back.
Baby, come back. So, on that note, the Dace Man High 5 of the week is I'm just going to do Dace Man High 1, because I couldn't really think of 4 other ones. The Dace Man...
Welcome to my every time you do this.
is top video game music. So...
Oh, shit.
I'm not even going to do the clip. Yeah?
I've got a high 5 of video game music.
Okay, this is Burhan's High 5.
Okay.
For the big dog.
Well, for video game music, it's pretty simple, folks. It's usually going for me, it's the nostalgic music, the stuff that I listen to and go, awesome. Now, and this is not in any order, so I don't sort of like have the huge top 5 sort of thing, but, you know. Number 1, Castlevania, Symphony of the Night. Don't know the name of the song. It's like goes do 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 do. Awesome. Then we go for number 2, Super Mario World. I love the intro for that. You got that on there. Number 3, Legend of Zelda.
Absolutely.
Yeah, you got to have that.
Yes.
It's awesome.
That was the only one I had.
There you go. Number 4.
Probably one of the worst games ever made.
Oh my God! Go back to playing your game.
Go sit in the corner.
You are this close to becoming the 3rd douchebag of the week.
Don't let me get my belt, Gibby. Now, anyway.
I'm just saying the truth, man. Damn.
No, there's no truth.
I will get my e-belt, and they will have to call e-child services. Okay.
We should try and be nice to him. Let's see if it works.
He makes it so hard.
You're a very special person. Now go play your game. Anyway.
Gibby, you have an opinion, and we reject it.
Yes. What was I on? Yeah, number 3, Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, that's a good one too.
It's an awesome track. And I'm going to use a combination of 3 Sonic theme musics, of course. There's the intro. The first level from the Sonic 1. I believe it's Emerald. Is it Emerald Zone? I believe it's Emerald Zone. And number 5, of course, is Phoenix Wright.
I don't know that.
And it is, what was it called? Corners. Yes. I love this song. It's one of my favorite songs. I listen to so many variations of the song. It's literally embedded in my skull everywhere I go. It's a great song. If you guys haven't checked it out, check out Unlimited Corners. It's on YouTube. It's an extremely great track. It's always when he goes objection. He's sort of got the he has the individual on the ropes before he solves the case, and it comes out with doom 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 do 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 do. There's loads of variations of it, and it's beautiful. A beautiful track. So there you go, guys. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to post my top 5 on the Dace Man Show Facebook page.
Oh, yay!
So far. For the big dog.
So I want to touch base back on your Sonic selection.
Yes.
I am seriously convinced that Akon steals all his background music from Sonic.
Yes. Oh, he hasn't stolen Follow Me yet. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gonna follow your rainbow.
Like, seriously, a skit we had written for Uncensored was Akon playing Sonic, and like, I could write a jam to this. Because, I kid you not, the classic Sonic, I would say 2, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, all those themes are some sort of background music to one of his damn songs. Listen to that, and then go play Sonic, and you'll be like, oh, it's Akon.
Akon, Sonic is props.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah, lyrical genius.
Plagiarism is wrong.
So my top 1 was Zelda. Frank, yours?
We interrupt this with a quick game update.
Yeah.
It's currently, in the second quarter, San Diego is up 7-3 against the Colts.
Woo! See, we got your Monday Night Football game in.
Just happened.
Damn.
Otherwise, yeah, after he said Sonic, my head went to Sonic on that one.
Yeah.
Damn.
Like just
Gibby?
You know what? There's a Smash Brothers song as well, which is a great Sonic track.
Really, again, if you would have said this was going to be the topic, I would have raged through games that I remembered from a kid and old ones, new ones, and
Sonic Boom.
I guess I wasn't that big of a Genesis guy. I like Super Nintendo, so I like Super Mario Brothers. I think the Bowser theme, probably one of the best ones. Sorry guys.
Okay, that was actually a good opinion there, Gibby.
Down.
Five-time Jay said GoldenEye 007 has some good music.
And the only other one I like is
that's very true.
The same one, which is the Waterworld.
Okay, Gibby, you can go back into the corner now.
All right, quarter time.
You don't want to do the douchebag of the week?
Cool.
What is it?
It's gonna be good. I gotta find the sound bit. Where? Oh, Mr. Payton, you're still on the line. Did you have a top video game song?
I can give a few honorable mentions here. You guys are talking about Sonic a lot. I certainly want to give some shout-outs to Sonic, specifically the Chemical Zone from Sonic 2, one of my favorites, and pretty much anything on Sonic 3, which, if you ever dig into that, there's all these rumors about Michael Jackson being the composer for that one, and it really shows. There's this one video you can find that has a lot of side-by-side comparisons between some Michael Jackson songs and the music from Sonic 3. You can definitely see the similarities between the two. Some other games I actually want to give a shout out to: World of Warcraft. not to get hate on that, but really the soundtrack throughout World of Warcraft is just awesome. There's so much variety. There's lots of
what is wrong with you?
Very tone-setting type places. When you go into a marsh or something like that, it's very soft and somber, and it's more ambiance than it is actually music. But then when you go into battle, it goes into the crazy strings going hard and the hard drums. Really awesome stuff. Yeah, I went there. Deal with it. And in a similar vein, I'm also going to say Skyrim. I love the Skyrim theme. And one last one I want to give a shout out to is DuckTales. DuckTales had a fantastic soundtrack, originally on the 8-bit, but with the newest version, whoever did the music went above and beyond. The new Transylvania theme is absolutely awesome. He actually worked a little bit of dubstep into it, and I like it. The Amazon theme is great, and of course the Moon theme, absolutely awesome. And actually one more game I want to mention, a game I'm very obsessed with now, as many other people probably are, Grand Theft Auto 5. One of the best soundtrack selections of any Grand Theft Auto. I'm absolutely loving it.
Absolutely. I think it's funny, though, that Gibby started going, "What's wrong with you about Warcraft?" That man was obsessed with that in high school.
Hey, that's fine.
I thought you were going to say a few months ago.
Probably.
Never give that a soundtrack ever. No, the soundtrack was not that good.
No, you haven't listened closely to it. Especially the later with the Burning Crusade and the Wrath of the Lich King soundtracks. Fantastic.
I played both of them. No, they were not.
Yeah,
what the hell's wrong with you?
You're tone deaf.
Go back and re-listen then.
I will not install that into my computer. Sorry, sir.
Okay, time for the douchebag of the week since Brian's been a douchebag. Okay, maybe not. It's not going to play.
You're a douchebag. Douchebag.
So the douchebag of the week this week goes to Snooki. She called out Jersey and said, "Hey, if we had a baseball team in Jersey, they'd be called the Losers," and then tried to backpedal and specifically say, no, I meant us from when we were there as a Jersey Shore. Okay, if Jersey's going to have a team, they're not going to be called the Losers because you're from New York, bitch. Okay? Don't come into my state and start running your mouth because you're from New York City and you think you are all of a sudden entitled to Jersey credibility. You're not. You've flown on the radar for a little while, and now all of a sudden you're back on the spotlight, especially with the Dace Man's douchebag of the week. You don't call out Jersey. Do not call out Jersey. Only Jersey can call out Jersey.
Wait, wasn't she famous for pissing herself and thinking she had a sexually transmitted disease?
Yeah, and doing it on our soil. This is why South Jersey has disowned New Jersey from our state. It's no longer there. If you look at South Jersey maps, there's this big, Sharpie markered out part of Jersey that doesn't exist anymore.
Well, all I've got to say about Snooki is that she's an attention whore. That's literally who she is.
You could drop the attention.
Out. She's calling people out because she wants to stay relevant. Here's an idea, Snooki. Go and sell your handbags and just keep that yap shut, please.
Yeah. And stay the hell out of Jersey. We don't want you here anymore.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, and he's not even in Jersey.
I never liked Jersey Shore. I think the show was just crap.
It's a bad description of what people Jersey look like. I am not orange. I am very pasty. Actually, I'm very black and blue currently after this past weekend. But I'm not orange. I don't talk like a retard, and I wasn't politically correct. I don't talk like them, and I don't put stuff in my hair because it's just weird.
Yeah, you know what I have to say about the Jersey Shore is they're responsible for creating this reality TV show trend what we're getting over here. It's happened over here, and it's talentless hacks come on trying to make themselves seem like actors and stuff, and they get celebrity status, and they go around doing all this crap to make themselves feel relevant. And the fact is, Snooki, you're part of the problem, and, you know, I just hope that everybody just ignores you now because your star's not shining as bright as it used to, and I salivate in that fact.
Yes. You're just a bitch.
Exactly.
Hands down.
Snooki is actually from about 2 minutes north of where I am in upstate New York, so I technically even have more of a right to talk about what should be going on in New Jersey than she does.
Exactly. God. And she left half of herself in Jersey because now she weighs like as much as Gibby.
Yeah, but she also pissed on your floors and stuff as well, dude. She desecrated Jersey.
Gibby pisses on floors too.
We don't need to talk about those times.
He's not even denying it.
It was in a club, so it was all legit.
Yeah.
What?
Legit.
And then yelled at me for tipping the guy because he had to clean it up. That's what great person Brian is.
Oh, God, those days.
So that's right, Snooki. You are the douchebag of the week. You're a douchebag.
You're a douchebag. Douchebag.
And an honorable mention goes to everybody in the Jersey Shore who now is off the radar. Thank you for making our lives less interesting.
Yes.
And also making millions of fans want to kill themselves.
Yes. And that will about do it for us. One of our longer shows. I'm so happy that she came on tonight. That was fantastic.
She was awesome.
Didn't stand you up.
I'm not going to lie. I was shaking for most of that interview.
I wasn't.
That's because you're probably either A, drunk, or B, not paying attention.
I'm
and then
drunk.
she saw you later. Woo.
Right? And I kid you not, like the Chris Grant interview, I felt very calm, collective, cool, had my stuff together. I had stuff together for tonight, and I was shaking. That's never happened.
You introduced me as the host.
I did. It was just like, I'm out.
Should have just left at that point.
Yeah, it was game over at that point. I was. You know what? At OTW we were lucky enough to have a scout come out for WWE this weekend. It was great. He watched us. The butterflies that I had that night did not compare to the butterflies that I had tonight. So it's shakes.
You know what? If it's any consolation, I had those same butterflies with Rob Man.
Right? It's weird. Like you're the point man. You gotta.
These guys are also considered in some form or fashion to be our peers, if that makes sense. The people we look up to.
Mm-hmm.
Just regular people. She has a job. She has to go to a boring job she probably hates every day, just like us.
Yeah, but
I know, but
awesome.
the thing is, we've built them up in our own minds, in a sense. It's like Rob Man. When we sat down, we just he was a regular guy. We just sat down, talked with him about video games and stuff, and it was great. And the same thing with Lara. We just sat down, joshed with her. She was like one of the guys, in a sense.
The first two things we talked about were toilets and soap operas.
Yes, and that's because of me and Burhan. Awesome stuff.
Hey, you know what? I know Australian culture, and most of it is neighbours.
Is that like a thing throughout like the rest of the world that America just hasn't hopped onto yet?
No, it's one of those things that America would never hop onto. And the funniest thing about it is...
Yeah, we steal most of our shit from you.
Yeah, the funniest thing about it is as well, it's not one of those things that you would probably ever see. It's with like the Australian stuff, and I mean this in the nicest sense. their soap operas, soap operas. There we go, said it properly. They're great for them and for their audiences, and they're great for certain people who want to watch those sort of things. But sometimes the storylines get really old. You know, I think in a sense you can look at it as the lowest wrestling promotion out there, TNA, as being one of those forms of entertainment that you watch, and a lot of these actors tend to go back when they can't really get careers elsewhere. And I got, nothing against anybody. You've had some great guys that have come from these Australian soaps. Heath Ledger, for instance.
Wolverine?
Hugh Jackman's never on a soap.
Well, he's still Wolverine.
Chris Hemsworth, who was in Home and Away.
Thor?
Yeah, he was actually in one of those soaps. And he made it all the way from there. Yeah, I think his character was killed off. They probably did an explosion with him as well. And he made it all the way over to the United States, and he's making a name for himself in the States. So it's, it's a crapshoot in a sense. And they're great for what they are. They're entertaining to a sense. I don't tend to watch them anymore because I've kind of evolved past that sort of thing. But they're good for what they are. When I was a kid, I used to love the Jesus out of them. But my mom still watches them. And every time I pop in, she's enjoying herself and doing the thing. But you guys will never get in America because it's not that. I don't think you would find it entertaining. I'm surprised you find Doctor Who entertaining. And again, sorry about that, because I'm not the hugest Doctor Who fan. I don't find the Sherlock Holmes series in the UK entertaining. I find Elementary, the United States version, more entertaining than that.
I don't watch Doctor Who, so I don't know what's going on there. I want to, but...
I don't mind it.
The thing is, I like the old versions when he was very quirky, and now it's more of, let's do sci-fi action-y, and there's only so many times where you see him standing with a bloody sonic screwdriver when there's a monster that's going to eat his face. And his companion.
I don't know. Doctor Who to me has not sunk in yet, but I'm sure, just like Breaking Bad, I'll get it with 5 minutes left to go.
Yeah, as I said, I might enjoy it eventually one day down the line, but at the moment, it's not my cup of tea.
Fair enough. So what we'll do now is we'll run around, do our plugs. We'll start with the ever busy and ever fantastic, beautiful man, Gibby.
Oh, man, I'm on the spot first, huh?
And I said nice things, too, so don't blow it.
It's plugging the Dace Man show. I forgot.
Oh, my God.
Plugging our Gmail account. I know I'm really signing in prior, but I didn't realize we were at that point in time.
We've been on for about an hour and 40 minutes.
He's too busy playing with himself.
Wow, Gibby. This is why we don't say nice things about you.
I say nice things about him all the time.
And now my
not much to screw up
not auto-populating. Great.
You can email us at thedacemanShow@gmail.com. Brian likes to check it, but so far no one's emailed him yet. Mr. Burhan, what plugs do you have? I'm just going to put a plug out there for the facebook.com/The Dace Man Show, the Facebook page of The Dace Man Show. Check that out, guys. It's a great page. I'm going to be posting my top 5s on there. Hopefully we can do that every week. We'll post the top 5s on that page for you guys to look at. So I'll give you a few links of the songs that I like in terms of gaming music, because there's a ton of them. We'll even post some videos there from Lara as well. Sure. And so make sure you check that out. And also, I got gameplay 8 p.m. every Saturday on Mega Powers Radio. Recently, we did a show on Atlas, and we talked about the fact that how the company has risen from the ashes, and will Sega, keep the company the way that it has been going from strength to strength, being a company that creates new games, new IPs, instead of being one where we milked for franchises like Sonic the Hedgehog. It's a great conversation we've had. We've got some new hosts on there as well. Zach Latour and, sorry if I don't say this right, Kyla DPS. They've got their own little channel going on as well. You can check out on the I Got Gameplay page. I'm going to be promoting them a little bit more, and everybody that's on the show. Xander Scullin has joined us as one of the hosts on the show as well now. That's a big coup for us.
because he's a great guy, awesome chiptune musician as well. And I'll show a little bit more of his stuff. If you want to support the show, support Mega Powers Radio, support the hosts, you can do by buying a T-shirt. I've got my I've Got in Play T-shirt. The retro T-shirts are beautiful. You can purchase them from Spreadshirts. You can either go on the Nerd Genius USA store if you're from the United States, or the Nerd Genius store in the UK to buy the UK T-shirts. They are great. And also tomorrow night, Geek Speak, 8 p.m. I'm wrong, because tomorrow's Tuesday. No, tomorrow's Geek Speak. It is Geek Speak, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Why don't you leave Geek Speak to me?
Yeah.
Okay. I just got told. Also, you can check out nerdgenius.com, of course, youtube.com/thenerdgenius. I haven't posted many videos in the last couple of days. I've just been uber busy trying to get my production company up together, guys. I'm going to start the constant flow of video content going through again. I've got a lot to talk about in terms of gaming, a lot to talk about in terms of Wrestle Ramblings, and I'm also working on the next episode of This Job for Hire as well. I'm a very, very busy man. I'm working very hard, and I thank each and every one of you for your support, because without you, there'll be no us. So, love you all.
Mr. Payton?
Oh, my goodness. As been said, I am the president of operations here at Mega Powers Radio. Please keep supporting everything we got going on here at MegaPowersRadio.com, Facebook.com/MegaPowersRadio, and YouTube.com/MegaPowersRadio. We got cool shows going almost every night of the week. Usually here on Monday nights, we have the Monday Night Raw post show for you wrestling fans. Following the conclusion of Raw, we all get together and we talk about what happened that night. Tuesday night, Geek Speak at 8 p.m., where we talk about all things geeky. Wednesday night, the normal night for the Dace Man show, where the Dace Man will always be coming at you with all of his Dace-tacularness. Thursday night's Keeping Kayfabe, my other wrestling show that I do. We focus more on nostalgia-based stuff. We pick a match from the past to do it. We just hit our 50th episode this past week. We did the Montreal Screwjob. Lots of fun. That's available on all of our archived avenues at KeepingKayfabe.com. Friday night's our night off right now, and Saturday night I got gameplay, as Burhan said, and then Sundays we have all different types of specials, but you know where to go. I told you before, so please keep supporting it, and thank you all for tuning in tonight.
Awesome stuff. Mr. Frank.
No, I got none.
What do you mean you got nothing?
I got none. I'm tired. It was a travel day. I'm not drinking even to promote whatever.
Exactly.
Nestle Pure Life Water. Purified water enhanced with minerals for taste. Good food, good life. That's all. That's
Dave, I think you broke him.
I think I did.
They could put more things.
He comes to Jersey and he just starts getting all weirded out like Gibby. It's got to be the air.
I don't know, man.
God, what's wrong with you, Jersey? You guys are sounding like me when I try to host an interview.
They could put more things on a water bottle than this.
Yours truly. You can catch me on Twitter. Follow me at the Dace Man. I tweet a lot of stuff, some of it coherent. Check me out. Yeah, right. Check me out Saturdays 2 p.m. at Old Time Wrestling. You can check us out at oldtimewrestling.net. We are Williamstown, New Jersey. We just had a huge show over the weekend, so I want to do a special shout-out to those guys. You guys kicked ass, whether we've seen or had differences in the ring or we have not. Every single person on that card, it was amazing. The emotional high that came off of that night is undescribable by words. Thank you so much, that organization. Big and better things are coming for them. OldTimeWrestling.net. You can check me out, like Mr. Payton has said, every Wednesdays here, 8 p.m. Eastern on Mega Powers Radio. Check us out on FanboysAnonymous.com. Big things are coming that way. Going to have some big things coming up for our show. We got some plans that I hope to get rolling for the month of December. We'll see how that rolls out. I've got to talk with my co-hosts here. And for the most part, you can just check me out because I'm always everywhere. I don't even know what that means. But on behalf of myself...
Well said.
Thank you.
Mostly on the street corners.
Yeah, especially in Camden. On behalf of myself, the ever-lovable Gibby, I'm going to keep trying to say nice things about you, Mr. Michael Burhan all the way from London, Mr. Frank Ward all the way from Iowa, currently in Jersey, and Mr. Mike Payton, the King of Kings here at Mega Powers Radio. Thank you guys for coming in and joining us on a special Monday night edition. Thank you, Lara de Wit, for joining us and talking to us for awesome. That was an awesome interview. So awesome. Awesome. You're awesome. Awesome. I keep saying awesome because I can't find the outro. There it is. Thank you guys. Stick around. See you next week. Enjoy your week. For the few, the proud, the Dace-tacular. Have a good one.